beings. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Example, I take refuge until I attain enlightenment through the merit of practice and jhana and the soul. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. In the Buddha, Sanje Chidan Sojan Jonan La, Sanjo Barda Dani Jobsen Dagi Jin So Jibe So Nam Ji Dola Ben Sara Sanje Drabara Jo. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be suffered from the sacred happiness, reward of suffering. And may the divine bond calamity free from attachment and aversion. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be suffered from the sacred happiness, reward of suffering. And may the divine boundless calamity that is free from attachment. Dam je deva dam deva dam dembara jor je dongara je je dam drawara jor je dongara mebe deva dam drawa jor je Nyeren cha dang nye dang jaru danyon tse me bala ne bar jor je Ambong emptiness and the dance sing appearance of dependent rising are the way of this unity. Before me in the sky, Medes west, clouds of offerings on a jewel lying throne, and the lotus and the moon seat, and the comparable teacher lying over the shajas. His body the color of gold, adorned with the major and the menor marks. Clad the three dharma roses, his Varjara posture. His right hand gracefully posing the Trache Mudra, and his left hand the gesture of meditation holding on both of nectar. Like a mountain of gold, manifesting his chance in splendor, splendor and burns of wisdom light across the expanse of space. That colossal suns, 60 doors, and the lake of West Ocean, lighted noble beings in second hill or around. Simply think of under him, and he grants the glory of the highest bliss. Liberation from samsara and nirvana, the true extremes, is a great being, perfect embodiment, every source of refuge. With your great compassion, you embrace this trouble and the Janara world, and may 580 aspirations. You are as exalted as the white lotus over here, so your nation never return to samsara. Most compassionate teacher, to you I pay homage. All my own and others, virtue of body, speech, and mind, together with our possession. Visualize the light Samantabhara sovereigns close offer to you. All the harmful actions and the transgressions I have committed throughout the beginningless time, each and every one, all confess. With intense and heartfelt regretting all virtues, actions of noble ones and ordinary beings accumulated throughout the past, present, and future, I rejoice. Transfer of the profound West Dharma teaching, ceaselessly in every direction I pray. Your wisdom bodies like space and remains changeless throughout the past, present, and future. Yet in the perception of those to be guided, you go through the display of birth and death. Even so, let your form body continue always stable. Through all the virtues I've accumulated in the past, accumulating now, and will accumulate in the future. For the sake of benefiting all beings who infinite as a spirit, may you, the savoring of Dharma, be forever pleased, and may for attain the state of the victorious one, the Lord of Dharma. Living beings like us live in this Janara age, have no guidance and protection. Because of your kindness caring for us with answer and compassion, every manifestation in this world know of the three jewels is your enlightening activity. You are the only refuge and comparable supreme soul from our hearts we pray. With total confidence and faith, do not neglect your promise you made in times gone by, but hold us until we attain enlightenment with your compassion. Supreme Teacher, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Ahara, Compellant Perfect Buddha, Glorious Kongoro Shachamane Buddha, to you I pay homage, to you I make offerings in your take refuge. Supreme Teacher, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Ahara, Compellant Perfect Buddha, Glorious Kongoro Shachamane Buddha, to you I pay homage, to you I make offerings in your take refuge. Lama Domba Jom Den De Yin Shi Ba Ra Jom Ba Yang Da Bar Zobe Sanje Bar Jarwa Shao Cha Tu Ba La Shan Se Lo Chu Do Jab Sen Che Wo Tia Dom Ne Mene Ma Mene Ye So Tia Dom Ne Tia Dom Ne Mene Ma Mene Ye So Tia Dom Ne Mene Ma Mene Ye So Tia Dom Ne Mene Ma Mene Ye So Tia Dom Ne Mahamane Yaso Hatiyada Om Ne Mene Mahamane Yaso Hatiyada Mahamane Yaso Hatiyada Om Ne Mene 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 Move Dom Mene Mene Ma Mene Zo Adia Dom Mene Mene Ma Zo Adia Dom Yazo Adia Dom Mene Mene Ma Mene Yazo Adia Dom Mene Mene the pour out again. Adia Dom Mene Mene Ma Mene Yazo Adia Dom Mene one more. Adia Dom Mene Mene Ma Mene Yazo Adia Dom Mene Mene Ma Mene Yazo Adia Dom Mene Mene Ma Mene Soha, Buddha is alive here. Okay, so we have a Buddha tankas. We have to pay attention Buddha. Okay, so now we chant the mantra here. And yesterday we talked about this 7 branch prayers. So 7 branch prayers create accumulation merit, very special method. And we have to do actually 7 branch prayer every single day. Then today here, this Buddha Shakyamuni Sadhana has 7 branch prayers, very performed and very beautiful. So yesterday we talked about post-station homage to Buddha and recognize, Buddha Shakyamuni is his he did aspiration, like 500 different aspirations. So that's why he take, birth or enlightenment in this degeneration time. So the reason is for us. And they recognize that and homage to Buddha, mentally post-station to Buddha through your body, through your speech, through your mind. And a post-station purify our body obstacle, speech obstacle, mind obstacle, bring the, enlightened form body quality, enlightened speech, enlightened mind, all this blessing and qualities bring to us. So that's why when you do the post-station, like forehead and here like this way, and when you do the post-station, the hand cannot join like too much, like, flat like this way. So this blocks the energy. So that's why you need to open up a little bit inside, and the top there is called lotus flower, create a little bit space and holding the, wish fulfilling giver inside there. And then here is purify all body karma and bring the enlightened body blessing into your body. Here, purify our negative speech karma and bring the enlightened speech in our speech. And here, heart. So purify our mind negative karma and bring the Buddha's mind blessing to our mind, heart. And then usually we, during the prayer, so you're doing mentally, through your body, speech, mind, homage to Buddha, but you can do physically, Then you have to go down to and two hand put and touch to the ground, and the forehead touch the ground, two knees touch the ground. The 5 pound have to touch to the ground. So that means like we fully subdued our 5 afflictive emotions. We have ignorance and attachment, anger, so 3 poisons, plus jealousy, pride, all different afflictive emotions subsumed to in these 5 afflictive emotions. So you touch to in the ground, 5 pound is reduce or subduing 5 afflictive emotion, and then you can do fully prostration, more respect. Some like times we not enough half prostration, only touch 5 pound in the ground. We do fully, body, full body in the ground, and then when you get up, bring your hand to receiving all the enlightening blessings, your mind, your body, your mind, your speech. So then this again go down. So that's the prostration. Yeah. And the second is we did the offerings. Today we're going to do small offerings. So this also like offering to enlightened beings, small offerings. And small offering is many reasons. So, the offering to the enlightened beings, and we create accumulation merit, and offering to Dharma protectors, and offering to Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and then also the small offering is purification. So purify our obstacles, and also this small is go to the land. And the purification for the environment, land. So there's purifications go to receive many other beings like local spirits, and different kind of beings live everywhere. So they're receiving different ways like medicine for benefit, healing for them, recovering for their negative emotions, recovering from their negative intention, negative feeling, they recover that. So that's bring actually good connection to in this land. So that's why we do the small offering. Then small offering, so it's a very special method actually. We can do something benefit for physically for other people physically who suffering, right? You have a method to do something, you can help them to do something, but many beings, we cannot see them, we don't know their feelings, we don't recognize their suffering, right? How can we help them? So, and then this small offering is one of method, so we can help other these invisible beings. So this invisible beings is diversity beings. The diversity beings because due to the diversity karma they create. So that's why all the diversity different beings. Then their desire is different. Every single being has different desires. So how can we share their desire through the spiritual way, benefit to them? So there's the small offerings and the fire pujas. So this practice is another special method. We helping different beings like fulfill their desires. And when they receive this, then they're feel like same as a medicine, and recovering their suffering, illness. So can be like many spirits can be have sickness, disease. Same as like we get virus, in the human being suffering, but we don't recognize other beings what going on, right? We know only human being we get the virus disease. So we create vaccines like medicines for that. But who has actually more beyond our perception? I mean, who has more better than our capacity? Like someone who has more clairvoyance, they're seeing this also other spirits, local spirits. They also get disease too, same as human beings. So when they actually get disease, they are get sickness, then that affected to the human beings. And another way, the high realizers, spiritual practitioners do this small offering is like helping them first recovering their illness. So then that helps, become human beings naturally recover the disease, illness. Do you understand? So that's the reason many stories. Some, like different kind of places get disease, and then some meditator, practitioner, high realizer use some method they recognize maybe Nagas get the disease. Naga means like another being who live in the waters and the trees, like that kind of, climb their homes. And we do to our, create defilement for the many nature, so they get disaster. I mean, they're affected for that. Due to that, they get sick. And the human being create like we pollution something, we create for them obstacle. So then they get sick, and they're affected to human beings. And that's the reason there many this high level practitioner realizers do ritual for them recovering for them first. And then that naturally then human beings also get free from sickness, disease, and also bring more for spiritual, good connection energy, bring you more peace energy, bring in the land. So that's why the small offering is benefit is beyond our perception. If someone get disease and affected by defilement from human beings, and the other spirits or local gods and nagas and diversity beings, so many different beings. So there mostly we don't have names, because we don't know how to put the names. And so then these beings receive this spiritual and practice we do small offering, this helping them recover their illness sufferings. So that's why many diversity beings they need different kind of how to say the object or desire need filled. Some beings need fire. Fire is for them is a food. Fire is for them is the medicine. Fire is for the purification for them. And then some beings need smoke, right? So then some beings need food, some beings need drinks. So that's why we're offering different kind, other beings. Then this offering is like for higher, who are free from samsara. That beings, for that beings, this is for the offerings. And then who are suffering in samsara. So for them, we're doing small offering is for generosity for them, giving things, medicine, healing for them, and that bring for more good environment and energy in the world. So that's the reason we're doing small offerings. So that's why he has actually in the prayer always has this offering part. We have to mentally offering to enlightened beings, also generosity, that giving, sharing for others, and spirits, and samsaric beings. Then during that time, you can do confessing. We did something mistakes affected to them, right? Harming for other beings. We know knowing, no mindful. We don't recognize how we did harm something for others. We can use this confession. So confession our own negative karma. That's the reason says I have committed throughout beginningless time. Each and everyone I know confess with intention and heart for regret. So we need, strongly regret to the negative karma we create. So harming for others. The long as you have a regret, we can purify our negative karma. In all virtuous action of noble ones and ordinary beings accumulated throughout the past, present, future, I rejoice. So we have to rejoice, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, the spiritual beings benefit for others. Then turn the way of the perform and the West Dharma teachings ceaselessly in every direction. We recourse to the mentality to the spiritual beings. Please help others, benefit for others, to share the Dharma teachings for others. So that helps actually this remove our jealousy, remove our negative karma through the jealousy. We remove negative karma, our own pride. We remove negative, our own, create a wrong view. Through the wrong view, we create a negative karma, or that's negative karma is removed, purify. Through all the virtue I have accumulated in the past or accumulating now, so we do then dedication. We accumulate future for the sake of benefiting all beings who are infinite space. May you serving Dharma be forever pleased, and may all attain the state of victorious one, the Lord of Dharma. So that's the dedication. Then this one is important. We have to think about the living beings like us, drift in this general age. So we think about ourselves. We are within samsara. We are suffering in samsara. Not recognize ourselves. We are in the samsara. We are suffering in samsara. All these living beings, same as us. They all has fears. They all has a suffering, because as long as they have a body, and then they have self-grasping. Long as they have self-grasping, they have fears. So every single being has fears and so much going on suffering. So that's why we have to know living beings like us drift in this general age, have no guidance and no protections. So then we don't have really true permanent protections. No protection, no guidance. So we have to recognize, because we see all the bugs, animal, no protection, no guidance for them. Actually, also our human beings the same, and one big natural disaster arise. We don't have a protection, we don't have a guidance, just same as we are, same as become bugs, right? We think we are strong, we are powerful, but actually one natural disaster comes. We are not powerful, we don't have a strong. So we have to recognize that. Then because of your kindness, so Buddha's kindness, caring for us, he caring for us, he guided for us, he protecting us, and sharing all these teachings with the unsurpassing compassion. Through his compassion, Buddha seeing every single being is suffering, and that's why he wanted to help every single being, and that's the reason he come back again in the world, share the teaching for us. Do you understand? And so we know, Buddha was born princess. He can be enjoyed in the kingdom, princess. He can be a ruler or whole kingdom, but he recognized that cannot benefit others. And his family told him stay in the home and take care of the home. He said, no, I cannot take care of this small home. I have to take care of all sentient beings. And so They told him, stay in the home, you belong to us, our own kingdom. They told this, that time is called Shakyas, the kingdom. Buddhas belong to that kingdom. Buddha said, no, I'm belong to every single beings, not only belong to one small group. So I have to benefit everyone, single all beings. So due to his compassion, he give up everything. He, spiritual journey, enlightened, sharing all these teachings for us, and we have to recognize his kindness for every single beings. Especially, this month is Sagadawa, is Buddha's birth, enlightenment, Parinirvana, all three major, important special days. So this month, and during this month, we have to chant. Actually, even you cannot do every single day this Buddha's Shakyamuni prayers, but at least 1 year Sagadawa in this month have to chant one day once, reminding his kindness and recognize. So then that helps, our remove actually our own negative karma. Then if the three jivas is your enlightening activity, then all these, spiritual beings who benefit others, that's all Buddha's activities. You are our only refuge. So we recognize Buddha is our refuge, incomparable supreme. So from our hearts we pray with total confidence and faith. Do not neglect the great promise you made times gone by. So we supplication to Buddha, please help us. Don't forget your promise. So Buddha promised he said he's going to help for every single being. So we say, please don't forget your promise, but hold us until we attain enlightenment with your compassion. So that's when we chant this prayer, we have to recognize, this small offering during this time, and using this helping for many other beings, and we're sharing our generosity, create accumulation merit, and use this special method, helping benefit many other beings, have to recognize. Then in only, this yesterday I shared with you, this samsara is everything is within our own body, and our mind, our body be together, and then mind create afflictive emotion, self-grasping to our body. So then that's due to this diversity, we have major 5 afflictive emotions. So they create all these 6 realms, samsara. And so yesterday we talked, important is our body. Think about innerly, understand. Everything is our perception. Nothing is truly inherently exist there. So all these different diversity beings is we create, because we create our diversity karma, right? So we create our diversity karma. So we create all diversity beings. So that the main point is our conscious going to the lower chakras and open lower chakras. So then we have all these lower beings perceptions arising. Do you understand? So now actually we think we are human being. We have this human beings perceptions arising, but we create all other diversity beings karma and karmic imprints. So one day we take wrong direction, and you open the another door, lower chakra somewhere. So you open you have a perception to another lower realm suffering beings perception arise. So right now this small offering giving generosity is we purify that kind, feature our the lower realm different kind of samsaric beings, karma is purifying. And we then future lives, we don't have to take to going to like arise this, lower rank beings perceptions. It's we purify that perception, karmic imprints. Do you understand? And so the long as we purify this lower realm, different kind of beings, negative karma perception, and then we can maintain our human beings perception. So we maintain our human beings perception, and then human beings perception, we can create more spiritual this environment or conditions. So that's release our the lower realm, the karmic imprint karma closing or remove that. We maintaining this human beings perception, also more spiritual condition we create. So that's the small offering, helps maintaining our spiritual practice and bring the more good condition for our spiritual path. And then that helps, you're going to open up, higher realm chakras. So yesterday we talked like we're going to open up higher realm chakras, then not easy to go to higher realm chakras because we don't have a connection to up there. We all the time create, causes or karmic imprint. Everything is more lower realm chakras. Very easy to your conscious is like open to lower realm chakras. Then we long as you open lower realm chakras, you have all these lower realm beings experience. And then this lower realm beings is like diversity beings. We talk about the 6 realms, but 6 realms is actually, is not really, like include, not only 6 types of beings there. So many diversity beings, so many, so that so many diversity beings, negative karma, or this perception, or like this we closing, right, in the purifying. So that is also the we practicing dharma, and especially do the small offerings and giving generosity, purify their perception, lowering our diversity brings negative karma. Do you understand or no? Yes. Okay, so then we're going to open up higher chakras. So then there no connection to go up. Very hard to go up. And some spiritual, the realizer yogis journey, they also said like so hard to get up to higher chakras. Not easy to go through that. So for them it's a very difficulties. Then for us, ordinary beings, no cautions. Not easy to go up, So think about like you go to under the rocks, like waterfall, like very tiny, like climbing into like rocks, like go to up to the sky, like somewhere. No easy, right? So that has that kind of feelings, like going up to upper chakras. And upper chakra, yesterday we talked, we need to create for laws creates accumulation merit. If we don't create accumulation merit, like you cannot afford the passport, like ticket to go up, right? It's expensive to go up there. Not inexpensive, it's extremely expensive. That's why Buddha Shakyamuni said he have to create eons, this accumulation merit. And we use this, due to Buddha's kindness, using this technique method, we can create accumulation merit. This is 7 branch practice, what we talked here, right? So long as you create accumulation merit and remove all the lower realms, perception, negative karma, press down, and then what we need to go up to upper part. You need love, we need compassion. So without love enough, without compassion, upper part of chakra has protections, dharma guidance. they not let you go up there because the upper chakra is a naturally secret level. Do you understand? So the Dharma protection is usually we think is ultra level. Of course, we can think ultra level Dharma protector has, but inner actually within our body, upper chakra, you not let your conscious go up there. This is like you don't have an ability to go up. This naturally protection. That's called up the Dharma's true Dharma protections. So that Dharma protection is actually our own, come from within our own emanation. But you need a connection to your own emanations first. You don't have your connection to your own emanation. You connect all the time outside. You don't have a connect to yourself. So that's why they don't recognize you if you don't connect your own emanations. So we have to connect to our own Dharma protectors, Dharma guardians. So they guide all this upper part of your spiritual. I mean the the chakra, or we say the how to usually mandala, or that Buddhas, like the citizen up there. So you have to go up there. We have to go up there. That's why we have to take refuge to enlightened beings. Take refuge to also, we taking refuge actually your own Buddha. We taking refuge to our own nature mind, right? So that's absolute truth. Taking refuge, and so we take refuge. Our own protection is our own true natural mind, but we don't know that. We not knowing that, then that's the reason we have to take refuge to ultra level Buddha, three jivas. Ultra level three, Buddha Dharma Sangha, take refuge to that. That means until we recognize our own true nature, so we have to rely on the ultra level Buddha Dharma Sangha. And one day you knowing your own Buddha, then that's called absolute truth protection, absolute truth refuge come from. And we don't know until that we need to rely on ultra level Buddha. So this absolute true Buddha is within ourselves, and that's also naturally secret. We don't know that. So that's why we ask like ultra level Buddha, please introduce my own Buddha. I forget my own Buddha, so you help me to introduce my own Buddha. Because you recognize your own Buddha, you know, and I don't know my own Buddha. So please, you help me, introduce my own Buddha. So that means like we're taking refuge to ultra level Buddha. Do you understand? Okay. So now, then take refuge, and that we wanted to go upper level. I mean, we wanted to go inner level, recognize our own Buddha, and we seeking or supplicating, wishing, and to recognize our own Buddha. So that is taking refuge, and then we don't want to go to samsara, 6 realms, right? And you don't want to go to like your conscious, like lower chakras, and we need a renunciation to the lower chakras, the 6 realms. So renunciation, like don't want to go into that level or stuck there. So you're really seeking to upper chakra, and that's why I take refuge. Then go up to upper chakra. So we need like love and compassion. Without love and compassion, the Dharma garden is rejecting. You cannot go up there, because there you are not belong to upper part of chakras. Upper part of chakra, if you get there, means you must be, Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva means who has a compassion, who has love for other beings, right? Without that, they don't let you go up upper chakra. Without that, we are ordinary beings. So love for others, not attachment love, right? We just illicit need, unconditional love for others and unconditional compassion we have to create for others. So sometimes we talk about immeasurable love, immeasurable compassion. So long as you have that, then they let Dharma protectors recognize you can go up there. You are not belong to the lower chakras. You are belong to upper chakra, part of upper chakra. So that's why, we need to create love and compassion. And until true immeasurable love and measurable compassion arise, until that, we need good intention, We always create good intention when chant prayer, taking refuge, create a good intention, bodhicitta, right? And then go into the meditate Buddha's visualization. So visualize is, directly you go to the upper chakras. Upper chakra is part of Buddhas, so that's why we visualize Buddhas. We don't have realization, right? Recognize ourselves as Buddha, but we use this support, auto level support. We visualize Buddha, directly visualize Buddha. We just try to directly, create ourselves like upper part of upper chakra, belong to that community or mandala. So that's the reason we visualizing. We try to forget this ordinary body and the speech mind. We just create our service, visualize our bodies directly Buddha's form body. Do you understand? So that's like why that's reason. Reason is we let go all this ordinary samsara citizen, and we just create ourselves mentally, enlightened beings, citizen up there, a part of belong to upper beings, and we visualize Buddhas. So when you visualize Buddhas, that moment you naturally release all these ordinary bodies, ordinary speech, ordinary minds naturally gone. What is ordinary means like and the self, and the thoughts and the emotions, all these impure perceptions. So whatever we see object, naturally, fixation to the object, attached to object. So mind go all over the place, right? This is called impure perceptions. Ordinary mind, body, speech is transforming to, all form is enlightened beings form, right? We visualize. That's why, you can, different ways, like you can create that percept. You visualize Buddha Shakyamuni as like this form, and just the Buddha's form is appeared to your mind. Then that moment, all this percept is transformed to the Buddha's form body. You created all percept is a Buddha's form. Imagination, right? Meditate. And then another way is to go more deeper level. All the seeing form is emptiness. Emptiness is a form is an emptiness. Emptiness is no other than form. Form is no other than emptiness, inseparable. So you recognize everything is emptiness. Then your mind cannot be fixation attached to the forms. The seeing form or emptiness create. So that's also called enlightened form body, means form is emptiness. The purify, ordinary form transformed. Then we can transform ordinary speech. All hearing song is a mantra, right? All hearing song is emptiness. Empty is hearing is emptiness. Song is emptiness. Emptiness song is no other than emptiness. So your mind is no longer fixation attached to the words and the songs. And then that's purify our, speech, negative karma, and ordinary speech is transformed to the enlightened speech. Mind, like meditate, all the thoughts, emotion is released, you'll be into your non-draw, no conceptual states. And then that moment, our mind is Buddha's mind, right? We created that. And so that helps become connection to the upper chakras. So we have become part of, belong to become enlightened beings, citizen in the group there. So that's I think we have to understand here. Then that's the reason we chant the mantra Om Tiyata Om Mane Mane Maha Maneya Soha Om Mane Mane Maha Maneya Soha. So here is visualization. Meditate, enlightened being Buddha's form body. Like that it is, this like that is all dissolving to our body, and then remove all this self-grasping, and our ordinary mind is transformed to enlightened beings. So that's we have to meditate here. Chant together. From the Buddha's body, the emanates great radiance of multicolor rays of wisdom light, dispelling our own and others' obscurations, and casting all the genuine quality of Mahayana path to rising within us, so that we attain the level of perfection from which we will never return again to samsara. And then go to Zambala. Namo, I go for refuge to Lama, Pema Sambhava, Chinreza in the three rivers, so that all mother sentient beings as well as the sky achieve enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta. From the unfavorited empty nature of mind, the play of unceasing clay and empty ripa, I arise as a noble Zambala, clear white holding a staff in the right hand, and the jewel producing Mongols in the left. He is decorated with the precious ornaments. He is a kitchen of a lotus and a moon, and sees the position of authority at Tarkus Dargon. He is surrounded by retinue, the four class of darkening, all with their own hand implements and ornaments. And the Corona Amitabha and the Chinreze, the five families of the Waitrose longevity deities, and the Lama Vodhyana, Pema Sambhava, father and mother, they rise in the vastness of empty clarity rainbow light, appearing but without seven nature. At the heart of Zambala Moon, visualize the mantra gala in the sea syllable. Like that is makes offering to the victors and gather the blessings. Purify obscuration of sentient beings and increase longevity and merit. Gathering all accomplishment dissolve into me. Blessing and accomplishment fall like a rain. Om Pema Todaya Zambala Hridaya Om Pema Todaya. Hridaya Hong Pe, Om Pe Matroda, Aryan Zambala, Hridaya Hong Pe. So now we chant the mantra, and also are going to share about a little bit Zambala. Yesterday, actually, I already talked lots about the Zambala. Zambala is our accumulation merit. So then I think especially for spiritual, people create accumulation merit is practicing Zambala. Ordinary people who don't know the spiritual practice, then they create accumulation good karma is through the generosity, and offerings. So then, of course, like yesterday I talked with you, ordinary people, we do the generosity is limited, cannot create a measurable generosity accumulation merit. Also generosity, we can have others, but everything is limited, our capacity, right? You cannot really have every single being free from hunger and thirsty. Yes or no? No, right? No. So even we cannot do even human beings free from poverty and hunger, right? Thirsty, poverty. I think poverty is actually all together, yeah? So poverty means hunger, thirsty, or not enough anything. Not enough. So why is it not enough? The another reason is due to karma. Because no create generosity previous lifetime. And so that's why, we need to create some generosity that really helps become, take birth to human beings free from poverties. And that's why, very clearly recognize when Buddha Shakyamuni is enlightened, After his father invited him to his kingdom, he accepted, he come back to his kingdom. And it's on the way, he said he coming with his retinues, like monks together, his sangha together. And he said he not coming himself, he's just coming with all this his monks together. And then that time he denied it, or the, like king provide for him is like not car, that time no car is no exist. What is there? Wagons or the horse with a terror, right? So something like they can use that, and horse is easy to go, but he said he coming to walk with all these monks together. And it takes, I think, monthly to get his kingdom again. So when he almost arrived to his king palace, father is like receiving him, very happy because his son is coming back home. And another reason he said, because Buddha is already give up all these warpings his body. He has only dharma robes, right? And when he going to receive Buddha, and then Buddha is holding the begging bowl, and he's walking, coming to his palace with the monks together, and then came preparing delicious food, like hundreds maybe, in his palace. He's organized. But then, father seeing him, he's Siddhartha, he's walking his son. But then he went to one very old woman's, home, and he knocked the door and asked her offering food. So then king really upset, and he's shy and himself, he cannot watch that. And then, old woman, poor, she have only potato, right? Potato. Yeah, so she offered that and to the Buddha's begging bowl. He took that and bring them with the monks together walking, and he come to see his father. And so then father told him, why you do that in front of me? And you have so much food in the palace. We already organized. Why you do that? So Buddha said, I need to have everybody. I'm not looking to delicious food. So he wanted to help that old woman to create, generosity, accumulation merit. Karma is ripening. She's karma is ripening. Buddha really needed that potato? No, really he need, right? But she offered that, and she going to free from poverty all future lives. Not going to take birth, poverty again. Karma is ripening. So he take that potato, and when get in the palace, so in the palace is so much preparing food, right? And organized. So they're all offering food. Buddha cut this potato and he give to other his monks, share together, and ask everybody eat, that potato. And then, everybody suffers and watch him something. He looks like crazy, right? Our ordinary people think, of course, that's really crazy. And who has wisdom and then knows how to create, how to benefit others. So Cain said he's shame and shy. Buddha said, I already give up that. Shame and the shame is he already free from that. He don't have that exist in his mind. And he don't have like thinking about the palace is mind. And all the women is, other someone, just, ordinary someone, right? Suffering people there. So he has a compassion for economity for everyone, same thing. Same. So that's I think it's a very important teaching there. Just one potato change the whole thing. So king, he offering maybe so much food and preparing there, maybe that not much create accumulation merit comparing to the poor old woman offering one potato, right? So that has more karma than, king, he preparing food. Because maybe he has a pride, ego, or this food is come from, actually the other people. The king give the tax, everybody have to give him, right? So, that's also thing about another way, right? And then this, that's why, we create accumulation merit. It's, you really don't know who is really doing correctly. It's everything is due to the, rapid karma or the intention. So many conditions, follow there, subtle level energy moving. So you don't know which has more create accumulation merit. And that's why another king invited Buddha and his retinues for the lunch. So that time, that king denied it, offering to the low cases, right? Low cases. The Buddha has many, his followers have come from low caste system, right? Cases. Okay. So he said, I'm going to only inviting this high caste system monks, not the lower ones. The king also have a shy for that, to bring this offering to them, They're due to ego too. So then Buddha told the monk, lower caste systems, you guys needed to bring lunch or this offering is when we go there, so you all bring your own food. So this all monks has realized the realization is not due to the caste system, caste. So that's why Buddha says, like, my dharma is not followed by caste system. It's followed by the love and the compassion realization. So everyone has opportunity to get that, long as you put effort and practice. So he asked them to bring their own food, but that means like the monks recognize the monk has all this low caste system monk has power. They can bring their own lunch went to different universe, I think. Something different food. And then they come with the Buddha together and they sit down. The king didn't offering to them. They has their own lunch. So he said, where did this come from? The Buddha said, this guy all has, power. I mean, like, realization. They can bring food like their own, even you don't offering them. There has this, how to say, like, ability to get their own lunch. The lunch is not really rely on somebody dying, So lunch offering is like the monks go to ask lunch. Reason is because they create accumulation merit for others, not for their hunger and thirsty reasons go to bake the food. So the Buddha says I ask them to bake the food. The reason is because another way to connect to the other people and use that offering and, people offering to monks or lunch, and then the moment they have time to receive like short times like teaching, and that's why this connection, right? Timing is like he bake the food is giving up shame, like shy, and giving up self-grasping, and also create this connection to others, have opportunity to create accumulation merit. So that's the reason, right? And so then came regret. And after he said, he give up that percept, he confessing, but finishing lunch, he offering, all these great things. But Buddha, due to his clairvoyance, recognize he don't have a accumulation merit that much comparing to another poor woman. So another poor woman is rapid and karma. She has more accumulation merit than king. So then Buddha said, I'm going to dedicate someone who has more marry the king, so he dedicated for the woman. So then what she did, another poor woman, she has so rejoiced for the king. She didn't recognize the king has like agenda. He denied it, or this other, lower kings, lower caste system monks rejected, right? And she don't see that, but she sees what she sees, like king organized so much. So he create like beautiful place and flowers, food, like just same is like right now, another country president go to another country, they're receiving, right? So similar like that kind of, during that time, just what Kocholi have to do, he did everything is perfectly, auto level organized. But the inner level, he don't have enough. Do you understand? And she has so much rejoice for him. And then she can afford only one butter lamb. She created one butter lamb due to whatever she can afford. Only she can afford that. She take that butter lamb, put the king's offerings together. Then kings, or he created maybe 100,000 butter lambs, all dead. Dead means exhausted, right? Of course, going to finish. The hair butter lamb is like goes like wakes. So that's also, another due to how to say the good intention and the power of rejoicing, and you have something like no any like ego in your mind, right? So fully kind of like spiritual rejoice. So without any ego and how to say the another like going on something, the negative feelings, right? So that's why that's kind of like the create accumulation merit is like due to the different ways. Yeah. So then we practice in Zambala is especially this our who follow the spiritual path. They don't own much material things. So you don't have a material generosity for giving for others to help. So even you give material things for others, it's limited helping for them. Actually, truly, you really cannot help that much. Also, every single being is due to your own karma, right? So then spiritual beings create, accumulation merit, generosity is practice in Zambala. So someone has a, poor and suffering. Same as Buddha, like us, the potato, right? He really become his form bodies in Zambala. Then he helps, he is become free from all the future life poverties. So we practice in Zambala, we create that kind of, the spiritual energy convictions ourselves. Do you understand? So who giving to us, like, offering to us, and then the who giving offering to us is like we no wasting for them. We have them put in the investment, more investment, right? So that's the spiritual people practice in Zambala. Do you understand? So if you put seeds is like no good land, then your all plain seeds is wasted, right? Not going to get any. What is it like? Huh? Yeah, you don't get big. And why you put the seeds for the land? Because you want to get more, right? And so people give it offering to the practitioners. Do you understand? So we're going to do spiritual path. We follow the spiritual path. People offerings. People give things. So then we have to practice in Zambala for them. So then no wasting for that, investment, right? So another reason for that, then we create like some good object of investment. Yeah. So Buddha has that because the old woman offering one potato, see, she's free from all the hunger, poverty, whole life. Many lifetimes, like she create accumulation merit. One potato create like go to the realization up to that kind of, Buddha has that quality because he is a treasure of Zambala, called treasure Buddha means someone offering to you or someone give something that generosity, whatever do, they naturally get back something more good karma create. So that's the Zambala, and then of course like you follow the spiritual path, you're never going to get hunger and thirsty. What is going on here? Oh, I see. Uh, so yeah, so then practice a spiritual follow, we never going to get hunger and thirsty, free from the all sufferings. That's the reason in the practice of Zambala. And then Zambala practice helps become bring good condition in the earth, environment, and the whole country. So many beings hunger and thirsty, practice in Zambala, I think they receive that energy, spiritual energy for them. So that's we have to, I think, know to practice in Zambala. And then we chant the mantra Om Pe Matodaya Zambala Hridaya 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 Om Pe Dragan Haran Sa Siksom Sen or Seso Pamjur Nyendra Wantan Kaya Wakazat Vashankar Soha. The example of deities gather into one and dissolve into the rainbow of Dhyana. The essence of the mind, objectless, where's original purity are. But this virtue may all transcending beings have effortless, spontaneous attainment, and may there be good fortune in the land of earth, the deity of Odhyana. Now we go to Achi, so sadhana. Om Sobhava Ishida Sarva Dharma Sobhava Ishida. A white syllable she appears out of the state of emptiness. From the she, infinite light stands forth and makes offering to the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. The lake then returns and dissolves back into the she. The she then transforms into white Achi Chicha Doma, stand and stamp for the four maras, demanding beneath her 2 feet. She is dressed in a following brocade gown and adorned with various sorts of precious gems. Her right hand holds a silver mirror with which she looks into the 3 times of past, present, and future. While with the left she brandished the wish-fulfilling jewel that bestows upon supplication everything needed and desire. In her heart, upon the disk of moon, is the white syllable She, surrounded by the syllable of the mantra. Om Mama Sada Soha Yarande Sarvande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Hongbe So. Om Mama Sada Soha Yarande Sarvande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Hongbe Soha. Om Mama Sada Soha Yarande Sarvande Hongbe Soha. Do that.
Shri, beautiful queen of space, Karma lamp, your body takes an unwavering stance, mistress over demonic forces, giver of great bliss, intense delight. One face and two arms, your smile brings peace. In your right hand is a Damaru. Your left hand holds a gem in skull cups. You grand practitioners, all cities, robed in a gown of 5-colored silks, adorned with jewels and silken ribbons. On a blue water horse in the clouds, adorned turquoise halter, gold bridle, silken straps, stirrups, lapis lazuli, silk satin cushion, golden saddle, rides the laughing, glorious queen of space. Through compassion appears your retinue, surrounded by a host of dakinis, endowed with the four activities. Guardian who protects the doctrine, perfect place, magnificent drink home. Accept this Torma and guard teachings. Please perform all activities now. Powerful lady who guards the teachings. With your vow to protect good students, Ashi, children, and retinue, I pray. To you I offer, grant every wish. Powerful lady who guards the teachings, with your vow to protect good students, Ashi, children, and retinue, I pray. To you I offer, grant every wish. Yahweh Tenzung Tuden Wang Moshe, Drupchok Pushing Kyowe Gamseshek, Ashi Shodong Kordan Shepala, Solo Shodo Dodo Kondro. Arise, Vajra Yogini, upon the crown of my head. Chintan Sumgun Ratna Shri, abides Nirmanakaya. The Bam resides in my heart. Ramya Menkam emanate. Purify all samayas, emanate Oma and home. Transform essence of offerings into their innate nature. Offerings for each Buddha clan, fill the 3,000-fold world. Om Ahom, Om Ahom, Om Ahom. Nama Sarva Tathagata Vayu Vishwamuke Vaya Sarvatika Mudate Saranimam Gadarakam Soha. Nama Sarva Tathagata Vayu Vishwamuke Vaya Sarvatika Mudate Saranimam Gadarakam Soha. Nama Sarva Tathagata Vayu Vishwamuke Vaya Sarvatika Mudate Saranimam Gaganakam Soha. Om Akaro Mukan Sarva Dharmana Mayutparate Mahum Pet Soha. Om Akaro Mukan Sarva Dharmana Mayutparate Mahum Pet Soha. Om Makaro Mukan Sarva Dharmana Maya Uparate Mahum Pet Soha. Accomplished primordial nature, secret mandala of radiance. I invite the protectors to come, that babies perform activities, guardians abide by their commitment, manifest from the Dharma Dhatu. Mandala's primordial awareness, call to come to this sacred place now, from the vast expanse of turquoise light, and from the troves of the azure crag. Elder sister Achinanda side, please come here and tame all obstructors, emanating from ultimate space. Goddesses empowered with wisdom, protect the teachings of the Buddhas, and with your red news of four powers, chanting the Dakini's melody, tassels with your hands weaving mudras, bring forth a cloud of smoke offering. Please descend to this sacred side now. Samazaza ho bang o alala ho ela bagakamaya kamaya. Three. God has come along with your retinue. Please be joyfully seated on this throne. I bring forth a cloud of offerings. I prostrate with body, speech, and mind. Okay.
Okay, can you hear?
Okay.
And this Archie small offering first part is here is connect with the protectors. So today the small offering, the main Yedam deity is called Achi, Chichidoma. Achi is emanation of both Tara. So Achi is Dharma protector. Then Tara is Achi is author level Dharma guardians and the protectors. And inner is Tara. Sacred is Vajra Yogini. So the sacred level connection to actually our own nature. That's why, when we talk to the first part and this practice actually really open our sacred level chakras. So we need, that's why it's connect to the first author level, Dharma guidance, support helping, and then go into inner and go to more sacred level. So Achi is Tara's emanation. Tara is called mother of all the Buddhas. So why is we call mother of all the Buddhas? Because all the Buddha is arising from the perfection of wisdom. Perfection of wisdom is a sacred level. Perfection wisdom is knowing our own true nature. And who have knowing our own true nature, Dzogchen called Rigpa, Mahamudra said nature mind. And then we talked about Vipassana. So Vipassana talk about the true own nature samadhi, right? Nature mind. So they're also very similar using words. In the practice Yedam Deity Sadhana, then talk about sacred level Yedam Deity. And here in this prayer says, arise Vajra Yogini. So we visualize ourselves as Vajra Yogini. The form body is Vajra Yogini, visualizing, but actually have to recognize our own true nature mind. So the true nature mind is arise for Vajra Yogini. And then we visualize the Guru is Jigten Sumgon and the top of our crown. Then we visualize the palm syllable in the heart center. Palm is syllable is representative of our nature Rigpa. Syllable, conscious, this conscious is we knowing truth is called conscious. If you really knowing truth, then it's called nature mind. So that's a representative palm syllable. Then palm syllable is palm, that make the song. English is palm is BAM, right? Palm. Okay, so we that letter visualizing heart center, and that letter is become arise. Ram Yam Kam. Ram Yam Kam is like water, wind, fire. Create. It's then purify. Water, wind, fire, purify all the defilements, right? It's correct? Pollutions, defilements. Because this object is not ready to offering. Your food has a pollution or contaminant, right? Contaminations, then what happens? You eat, you get sick, right? So we don't want to sick all these other beings and enlightened beings. So we clean up, use this Ram Yang Kam is actually wind and fire, then Water, yeah. Okay. So that's Ramyam Kam emanate. See, purify all samayas means like purify all the obstacles. Defilement means purify, right? Okay. Then what we do, like we visualize on our home, arise from like our body, on our home, create all the offering things. So we have a physical offering here, but you can mentally create all this object, what we see and good things, everything like create offerings. Transform is essence of the offering. So we create a diversity offering into the inner nature. So then that's all is offering is become, who receive offering helps recognize own nature, realize into their inner nature. So become is, we call eating liberation, seeing liberation, right? Touching liberation. Who receive these offerings becomes a object of liberation offering. So for the 3,000 fold word means like we create fed all the space, not only like couple atoms, and not only limited object. We create mentally unlimited on our home, so become bring more pure blessing and offering create to enlighten body, speech, mind on our home. Nama sarva tata gata bayom bishom beke be savate kanga de savarana gana comes also means that's called ska mantra. Treasure, like we do this mantra is mean you create a third of all the space. Not doing like this, just exercise, okay? Yeah. Some people think like I have to do this, like some people think it's fun. It's why we're doing this, like it's like you mentally create all these offerings third of space. Immeasurable you're creating. So that's called this mantra. The Om Akaromo Kam Sarva Dhamma, no, we have all this immeasurable object offerings. Please take, offering to the enlightened beings. No, we say, please take, you put the plate, right? And when you put in the plate, if you have respect, you don't give it like this way, right? You put in the hand and like offering, please, you eat. So 2 hand use. And this way, like giving to poor people, like sometimes with no respect way. And that's why we needed to use 2 hands offering. Then offering to her is accomplish pro-modern nature. And offering to who? Accomplish pro-modern nature. Who has nature, right? Nature is talking about the Dzogchen Mahamudra. And sacred mandala unborn readings. Who has this, true realization? And they are already part of the upper, like we talked, like sacred mandala, and it means a sacred citizen they already achieved that in that level. So who is that? Who has already realization? This Archie is realizer. She has realized, accomplished pro-modern nature. And the sacred mandala unborn readings. So that's sacred, that nature state. Then we invite protectors to come. So we inviting beings from sacred level, who has fully realized and enlightened, who fully realizes enlightened beings. Who is enlightened beings? Who has accomplishment, promote our own nature mind. So then that beings we inviting, that is like Archie. You have that realization. Please come. I invite the protectors to come. Darkness perform activities. So all these enlightened beings come and then performing different activities benefit others. And the gardens are abide by the commitment, right? So this Dharma protector and come to actually emanation of enlightened beings coming into auto level form bodies Dharma protector. So they have a commitment. Say, I'm going to protect for others. So actually you are realizer, you are Buddha. Please come, follow your promise, effort to, Dharma protector. So Dharma protector means like she say, I'm going to be effort to, help others, right? So protecting others. So that's we say, your promise about by their commitments. So manifest from the Dharma Dharta. You are arising from the Dharma Dharta. Dharma Dharta is like realization, right? Buddha. You are sacred level Vajja Yogini. You arise from body is Achi and the Dharma protector. Then mandala promote awareness. So then with Achi, like many all these enlightened beings, like we ask them to, everybody asked to come to take these offerings. Call to come to this sacred place, no. Then from the west expanse of true Charkus light, and from the stove of the Ajukta, Elder Sister Achi Nanamza, please come here and turn all obstacles. So in this altar level, Achi is a very special sacred place. It's in Tibet. It's called Digong Monastery. Where is the main Digong Monastery? They have another region. It's called sacred place. It's called right now. It's called Naneri. Live there, Naneri. Many nuns there, Naneri, and they have one special caves and mountain. So that's called this place, and that's altar level place. But inwardly, Achi is be in our sacred in our own nature. So ask her to come. Please help, reduce all my emotions and the negative karma. So please come here and turn all obstacles. So come here and remove my own obstacles, right? So we inviting actually our own nature, Dharma Dharta. Help to remove all this relative true, this negative perceptions. Inner level, outer level, we call Achi is like you are in the sacred that place. Please come here and help me remove my obstacles. So there's many meanings here. Emanating from automatic space. Then God is empowered with wisdom. Protect the teaching of the Buddha. So that's the Dharma protector's promise, protecting Buddha Dharma. And with your retinue of 4 powers, so Dharma protectors come to like 4 different ways. I mean, the 4 activities. There's peaceful, pacifying, increasing, magnetizing, and wrathful. 4 activities. There's Achi has 4 retinues, so that's representative. Achi has 4 activities where for benefit others. So then we're calling them, chanting the Dakinis come melody. So we're calling them, please come. Where's house with your hand, wearing mudras. So we use all these different, spiritual object to receiving them. Bring forth the clothes of small offering. We make big offering, small offering. Please descend to this sacred side no. So we bring into there in the, enlightened beings in this place, auto level. But actually the enlightened realization bring into our own mind. So then Zahong Bahong become this enlightened beings is dissolved to ourselves. We are created inseparable with these enlightened beings. Bangayaga Samayasa. Then so visualizing, then enlightened beings be with our own nature, mind inseparably. So So please be joyfully seated on the throne. I bring for the close offerings, means like, please be with my own nature and become we are create inseparable with the enlightened beings ourselves. Or truly you can visualize, bring these enlightened beings, mentally you offering seat. That's also okay. But a good way to like bring enlightened beings dissolve to your like heart chakra or own nature, become inseparable with your own nature. These enlightened beings, the pouring water to the pouring, like into your own nature inseparably. Then we offering a positive with the body, speech, and mind. So that's the become create object of offerings. Then blessing to this place and the spring year, hours favorable for virtue. Then we said this today is a special day. Great, our favorable for virtue. It's good timing. Glorious Buddhas and Arhats, please extinguish suffering means the all, we calling the enlightened beings, and the time, when it's the Buddha enlightened day, right? And many these spiritual beings free from, the obstacles, enlightened. So we say that day is today, special days. So then that day is like you can create any time, your mentally. Buddha Shakyamuni enlightened, many spiritual beings enlightened. We say all these beings, when you are enlightened, that day is so special day and for benefit for others. So that today, this day is same is like your enlightened day. So this is like our favorable for virtue. Glorious Buddha and Arhats, please extinguish suffering means they are free from suffering. Accomplish all purpose means like when you are free from suffering, you are enlightened. So that day is special for your own accomplishments and also for others' accomplishments, because so important for benefit for others. Then as I make small offering, I make this small offering. Please dispel all obstacles, cleanse and purify impurities, right? So cleanse like our body, speech, mind, negative karma cleansing, and we cleansing other beings, obstacles, negative karma. And then also when we have something obstacle going on, we know we have some, thing, big obstacle, negativity going on. So use this small offering, mentally, meditate, release that. And so that's why the small offering is also a good time to do, like when you have important time, days, you have to do something, worldly ways, spiritual, whatever you're doing something, you really need to feel something, need to support you. And then we have to do small offering because cleansing and purify impurities, obstacles purified. Then lesson close CV smiling, small offerings, and medicine that dispel emotions. So we create this all small offering is dispel all the negative emotions, negative conditions. And that's why small offering, we have to create a really big, go to all the place, reach to everywhere, right? Then this small go all the space everywhere. So who get this small and the purify their obstacles, that they receive the medicine for the negative emotion, medicine that dispel all emotions. Then we created the offering is a silk, brocade, and incense. Allaho wood makes different kind of tree, fragrance, sandalwood, and cedar wood, juniper. What is? Rhododendron, birch, and all. So this different, the tree leaves, where was the sea smelling on broad trees, trees. So this, make with how to say cut. It's very hard for me to whole meaning to keep there. Flower, yogurt, milk, or food and drink. So this is a you can offering to the, small offering object. And we do every single day chanting these prayers. Wherever I goes, we say we do small offerings. Then people say what we need. So they don't really pay attention to these prayers, what we need here. Okay, please keep in your mind what we need here. And purify offering of teachers. So then these offerings to our gurus, lineage teachers. Offering to meditation, yogini is like yadam deities. The offering to leader of Dharma protectors. Dakini of promoter awareness, we offering to Dakinis. And commitment power Dakini. Goddesses who divorce signature, right? Away. Different kind of Dakini, Dakini means many different levels. So Dakini is like called Bodhisattva, another way. And then Bodhisattva has different levels. Dakini also has not only one, so many diversity Dakinis. Heart mother Satsu of the life force, mother of enlightening activities, pausing for the house of red flesh eaters, Mamo and the Dakinis offering. So these beings, like we offering them is bring all the good conditions to aspiration con with the power of life, the spring crystal tree seeds of Himalayan, to four family of the five sisters. That's the Malarepa, he created this four sisters of Dharma protector. And the 12 goddesses, like Pema Sambhava subdued, like when he went to Tibet on the path, they create obstacle for him. So he subdued them and they become said, they're accepted, no one, they're not going to create any obstacle for Dharma practitioner coming to that path. So then Petro deities of protector us. So then we also individually has, our own connection protections due to the family ancestors. Some different kind of like energy connections. So we also share them happiness too. Protectors of Kaju lineage, auction of a perfect prodding, right? Guardians protect the yogin with offerings, avoid small cleansing as a samaya. So then the avoid right of small cleansing samaya, purify all vows, defilements. So that's the most important purpose. We purify our obstacle. Broken our samaya, broken vows, create a negative karma. Also purifying. Vows from contract with all fatty things. So some object has a defilement, right? Some object. So you touch them, you get obstacle. And so that's the kind of object we connect to some, object who don't have a good spirits in the body, Someone like all the time killing animals, harming for others. If you eat with them and go with them, so you get defiled. Your spiritual energy is going to decreasing. So that's why we use this small offering, purify that kind of, karma or defiles. So as well as of all impurities, performing at taming, wash in smoke. Please repair the breakage, right, of all vows, and pacify obstructive condition Realize all our aims with the Dharma. So the realize, bring all the auspicious good conditions. Then this next is go to specifically calling Achi. Blessing, lofty praise of protectors. Do we have another one, sadhana, like rare one? I mean, not versify. You have? Can you have that one, please? Versify is not easy to read. I'm not ready to read that one. My English is not enough to go to that one. So, please listen today. I make lofty praise of the goddess, gods, and the protectors. So we bring the enlightened beings and all the offering object beings. Glory to the Dharma savers. So the glory Dharma saver is actually, of course, it's outer level is Achichich Droma form body. The inner level is Tara Sekre, is called Varja Yogini. But if someone meditate Mahamudra, it's glory to the Dharma saver is like really our own true nature mind. So when our mind nature is, we talk the no delusion is how to say no door, the mind nature, that is a glory Dharma savers. Do you understand? Yes or no? Okay, so ultra level we bring the like Achi so form body visualize, and then or Tara something like bring to the spiritual this enlightened beings in your mind. But you go more into like your own nature, to your secret levels, your own natural mind. Then with this outer, inner, and the secret ritual substances, so we use this all different substance offering to glory to Dharma saverers. With the close of offering of own infinite variety of objects that are pleasant to the senses, and the glory Dharma saverers, with the music of devotion, fair song of praise, with the mantra and mudra and the perform meditative concentration, glory Dharma saverers. So when when we chant this prayer, you can think about auto level Achichich Dharma, and so we use all these mantras, meditations, musics, like say we offering to Achi and or enlightened beings, and then you go more deeper level, inner level. You meditate, really thinking about the auto level, this object there. Visualize somebody, like say this bird is for you, right? So not for their someone. This bird is inseparable my nature, So this song offering to my own the enlightened song. This body is I'm offering to my enlightened form body, and this Vajra and this the 5 pound is offering to my 5 wisdoms. So that means that is like you go more. They go into your own inner way, secret level. You offering to your own nature. So that means like you really bring in this all Yadam deity, Buddhas, inseparable with your own nature. Do you understand? So that's why with the mantra, like when we chant the mantras and the mudra, perform meditative concentration, is offering to our own enlightened speech. and glory Dharma Severis. You who are above the summit of samsara. So, when you are into your non-conceptual natural states, so that is already beyond the samsara. See, you really bring the enlightened beings inseparable with your mind. Do you understand? Or you can think Achi is like highest being in the samsara's being are offered to you. Like we say, in the country, you are the top person and the president, right? So same, like Achi, you are the highest being in the samsara. I'm going to offering this small offering to you. So that's okay. But if you look to yourself, like true Achi is inseparable with your nature mind. Your nature mind is beyond the samsara. So then glory to Dharma Severs. Who are more brilliant than the sun and the moon. So we visualize Achi or your face is the same as the sun, like you benefit the same as the sun, you benefit the same as the moon. Auto level you can think, but in only you thinking about your own nature, inseparable with all these Achi Yedam deities, your nature is the same as the sun. Your nature is the same as the moon, our own nature is. Make sense or no? So that's why, when you chant this, you be in the nature mind meditate, also okay. Because you're really offering to your own nature, press to your own nature mind. Glory Dharma Severis. Then next one, what do we have? So, and as fair with the virtues as the wish granting gem. So our nature is the same as wish fulfilling giver. Yeah. Or you think about Achi, you are Dharma protecting, you are same as like my, same as like granting gem. So we can think about Achi is the same as granting gem, or you're thinking about your service nature mind is granting gem. West as a summer like. So our nature is the same as a west and clear, deep, profound, and the same as the ocean and the lake. Then, in order to separate the unfeeling doctrine of victorious ones, so actually, like auto level, please help, spread Dharma, protect the Dharma, and help me. So you thinking about that time is your with our service ordinary, right? As help, pray to someone, but you can, meditate your service inseparable with the Yadam deity. Then, your own nature is separate the unfeeling doctrine of victorious ones. And protect its follower and realize their aims. So you knowing your own true nature mind, the absolute true protections. Protect us and never become separate from us. Like your nature is never separate with us as long as we know, so we recognize. And so these prayers can become exactly, Mahamudra. And of course, auto level, you can think about ourselves, ordinary, and we have these obstacles, problems. Then visualize Achi, please help us, help me. You have this power, you can do, and you can protect me. So something you can recourse to Achi, press to Achi. But inner level, actually, we create ourselves as Yadam deity. All the perfect power and the blessings, splendor and the worth. The nature is has everything included this. Of the ornament and animate and inanimate universe of samsara and nirvana. So all this samsara nirvana is inseparable with our mind. Can bring everything into your mind. I gather today as manifest power of fortune, like a severine ocean of auspiciousness, prosperity, So this become is practice the small offering is the same as Zambala, bring the good fortunes. And true good fortune is coming from the knowing our own true natural mind. When you have realized your natural mind, then true, absolute true fortune is arising from ourselves. So until that, we rely on, other enlightened beings, ask them bring the good fortunes. So we ask Archie, please bring good fortune to in this place. As you powerful protector, protect the precious on contextual teachings, and sustain the development and increase of those who hold it. So we ask protecting all the lineage gurus, our guru, for ourselves, the unwearing protect practitioners and all our seeker. Then our, like mandala, what we sangha, ask them protecting. At home, fear our dwellings with auspiciousness and the spiritual world. So this all, we supplicating to Archie, please help and bring these good fortunes. Okay, so now we're going to do the prayer. And now we need make these offerings, and anyone one by one comes get one offering and put offering to the fire, and also put this juniper leaf to the fire and make small offering, okay? During these prayers.
Who's going to do the offering?
Yeah, so you chant first, and Pam, you can go get offering. One by one. Take slowly, okay? You can do the prayer. So what, which page?
31.
Page 31?
Yes.
Your text, page 31?
And on this one, yes. Listen in this place.
Okay, so this one, 25. Mine is 25. Bottom of the 25. Ready?
Yes. You are.
Yeah, I'm going to mute my hair.
Listen, in this place and supreme here, ours favorable forward to glorious Buddhas and Arhats, please extinguish suffering, accomplish all purposes, as I make smoke offerings, please disperse all obstacles, cleanse and purify impurities. Listen, clouds of sweet smelling smoke offerings, medicines that dispel emotion, silk brocade and incense, aloe wood, fragrant sandalwood and cedar wood, juniper, rhododendron, virginal, various sweet smelling ambrosial trees, flower, yogurt, milk, all food and drink, purifying offerings of teachers to the meditation yogi, leader of all Dharma protectors, the keys of primordial awareness and commitment power, Dakini, goddesses who devour, snatch away, heart mother, razor of the light force, mother of enlightened activity, thousandfold host of red flesh eaters, Mamos and Dakinis offering to a spacious queen with power of light, supreme crystal dresses of queen light, to 4 families of the 5 sisters, and 12 goddesses make offerings, patron deities of protectors, protectors of God, unity, an ocean of perfect guardians, protect the yogis with offering, a veil of smoke cleanses, Samaya, purifying all vows, devoutness, vows from contact with all filthy things, as well as of all impurities, profound beings attained and washed in smoke, please repair the breakage of all vows, pacify obstructive conditions, realize all our aims with the Dharma. Listen, lofty praise of protectors, glory, Dharma, Savioress, outer inner substances, glory, Dharma, Savioress, Clouds of offerings infinite, glory, Dharma, Saviorless, songs of praise, our devotion, glory, Dharma, Saviorless, meditate in attention, glory, Dharma, Saviorless, high above the samsara, glory, Dharma, Saviorless, beyond brilliant sun and moon, glory, Dharma, Savioress, filled with virtue, granting gem, glory, Dharma, Savioress, blessed, precious summer days, glory, Dharma, Savioress, bread of failing, thundering, glory, Dharma, Savioress, protect names of followers, glory, Dharma, Savioress, never separate, stay with us, oceans of prosperity, all you powerful protectors, precious teachings protected, increase precious offerings, include all practitioners, fill our homes with spiritual wealth, protect us from obstacles, dispel all the dangerous stuff. May all high and safe be.
You want us to keep chanting, Kampo? Or, okay, Mahakala, okay. Oh, go ahead, no.
By the power of virtue, Dharma free of obstacles, gain level of Dakini, dry up cyclic existence. Gewa digi tu laten, choje dropor gemeshing, yana taone, so show. Oh, please consider me. Oh, please consider me. Oh, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Guardian, Great Black One, Mahakala, and glorious Great Bhairava, Heruka, Chakra Sambhara. By nature, you are one within Dharmata. In essence, you are same within exalted wisdom. In character, you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances. You are the foremost Lord of all appearance and existence. Gods and demons, fierce protector, who is the great leader of activity oppressors. Invincible sovereign of radiant splendor, you protect awareness holding yogis as if they were your own children, and assess the concentration of oath-bound practitioners, and are endowed with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, the power of magnetizing activities, and are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill to protect the teachings is superb. Powerful Lord Dorje Dralsalshan, great war god of yogins, please think of him. I, a yogin, invite Vajraheruka's enlightened body, speech, and mind to abide in me and this holy image as I engage in practice to attain unsurpassed enlightenment. Act so as to conquer obstacles to the path of supreme bliss and the dread of the four maras. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi escort that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain enlightenment, help me not to walk on mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and enlightenment. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase.
May gods, demons, and humans be overpowered, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and the guardian of all beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities unobstructedly and effortlessly.
May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with mistaken views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Mahri, by the power of compassion and previous aspirations, Ashishoki Droma, arise from unborn Dharmadhatu, and look upon us from the expanse of exalted wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Ashi, daughter of Nanam, powerful lady, Dharma Tara, wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble lady Tashi Serima, Miyono Sama, Tekar Sama, Tingisha Sama, Chopendisima, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of secret hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledge to protect the teachings of the Karya lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades, your compassion never withholds, your blessings are close and your power unobstructed. All of you, bless us yogis in our retinue with your enlightened body. Bless us with your enlightened speech. Bless us with your enlightened mind. Bless us with your enlightened qualities. Bless us with your enlightened activity. Act so as to conquer adverse circumstances and the dread of the four maras. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi escort that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain enlightenment, help me not to walk on mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and enlightenment. May all favorable circumstances in this world be vanish. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May gods, demons, and humans be overpowered, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and the guardian of all beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities unobstructedly and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with mistaken views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Zaya, Zaya, Siddhi, Siddhi, Bala, Bala, oh.
Yes. Out of the mandala of Dharmakaya's great bliss, you protect against dangerous diseases and epidemics and against untimely death. I pay homage to you, Mother of wish-fulfilling activities. Golden-colored Parnashavari, sitting on a lotus seat. Your main face is yellow, the right face blue, and the left face white. Your hair is bound up in a topknot, and you are full of splendor. I pay homage to the divine body of the goddess who grants accomplishments. Illustrious one, you are the embodiment of wisdom and compassion. You dwell in the midst of masses of fire, which is burning like the fire at the end of time. With your 3 faces and 6 arms, you look terrifying and wrathful. I pay homage to you, who has one leg outstretched and the other bent. Wearing a robe of leaves, holding a bow of arrow, a battle axe, and a bundle of branches. Parnashavari, you display the threatening mudra and hold a vajra. I pay homage to you, Great Mother, protector of beings. The crown of myself as Parnashavari consists of the 5 victorious ones. From their hearts flow streams of milky nectar, filling my body, and thus visualize. In this way, all wrongdoings and obscurations are purified. Focus on that. Pishatsi Parnashavari Sarvamari Prashamani Hum. Om Pishatse Parnashavari Sarvamari Prashamani Hum. Om Pishatse Parnashavari Sarvamari Prashamani Hum.
Om Pishatse Parnashavari Sarvamari Prashamani Hum. Om Pishatse Parnashavari Sarvamari Prashamani Hum. Om Pishatse Parnashavari Sarvamari Prashamani Hum. Om Pishatse Parnashavari Sarvamari Prashamani Hum. Om Bensarsato Samaya Manupalaya Bensarsato Tenopati Shadrido Mevawa Sutokayo Mevawa Supokayo Mevawa Sanurato Mevawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prajatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitan Chiryam Puruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Ben Samame Musa Ben Sabawa Maha Samaya Satua. May the great Vajradhara, the true Lama, who is the essence of all Buddhas, grant the auspiciousness of the goddess Parnashavari to all beings of the three realms without exception and to myself. Glorious goddess Parnashavari, you liberate all others and myself from the infliction of great harm. Having taken refuge in you, sublime goddess, please protect us from all dangers.
Do you want to lead Tara? Yes.
Ma che wa me pe chi ye no yong je zin la mo zhu ma yu de sem jin gen la de de ma dan ji ba gen le jia de so rang ji ge yin ba ra ma xie ba ra sen ye mong wang de ji ba ye man ko wan chan be sem jin la Yong la mo ju je jia de so, ji nian ne ju la ma ji ba da ni zai ge yin zhang ne, zhen tang en bei lu ba la, yong yang da ge la me jia de so. Do bar ga wa rang ge sen dong ne gong bar me ze bar. Sa wang en bei yin wa la, yong zhen bei la me jia de so. Sen rang so ni me ye xie la, ni zhen zhen bei ba jia ji. Jia da se jian jin ba nang do ni me jie la me jia de so. Yang da ge dong la ne ze jian jian zhe jie dem zhe me xie bei xie zi dong la mong ba la yong gen jin jie la me jia de so. 这战南根今年见当觉的当也没见，大东罗梅干萨拉，永走三界界家的所，我见人不见来所完的，gar见八见门中心，听见三百这八当。 小当的梦儿着走，的松山间个人不见，我这更大的外间别下，而且更是了顶的了照顾在，所玩的所心结拉的所，是南山为而且修瓦当。 三八人间这把的心机罗也毛，我们在这三界难完大业当也是就途界全部当，用的身板的钱都难了，三界三身把命口结果。 de chen om zara ba de me ba ye de wa jin ye sa ve shen gan de na yin de ne sen be jur ma da 结外因结巴麦结巴日。Tere jine nande sharndong yoinde ge dage molanda bande soje sanje sansen danje je gemen de bar sinje lap de sor dia da ben zan je ya awan bo de na ye so ha 상조 샘조 른보지 마지바난지절지 지반년밤에바야 공내정등배와르쇼 마네베메 마네베메 mane beme hong, 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 mane beme hong. mane beme hong, 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 mane beme hong. mane beme hong Varja Sava. You are the promoter awareness of escape for me, indestructible state beyond all concept, realizing the nature of a great mother, transcending your wisdom free from any refrain, displaying your compassion, your severity every kind of way. O great Varja Sava, to you I pay homage. Mato dorje tabje yishe ne me me shira yom je ngang de do to je se ra na zo je yan do dorje sen ba che la san ze lo om ben zara sa do hong 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 om ben zara om ben zara sa do hong 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 om ben om ben za sa do hong 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 om ben za om ben za sa do hong 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 om ben om ben za sa do hong 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 om ben za om ben za sa do hong 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 om ben om ben za sa do hong 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 om ben Om ben za sa do hong, 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 om ben za Om ben za sa do hong, 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 om ben za Om ben za sa do hong, 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 om ben za Om ben za sa do hong, 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 om ben za sa do hong. Om ben za sa do hong, 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 om ben za ra 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 sa do May every being aligned with the disease be freed once from every malady. May all the sickness of the living beings still and permanently heard. May every being aligned with the disease be free once from every malady. May all the sickness of the living beings still and permanently heard. May every being aligned with the disease be freed once from every malady. May all the sickness of the living beings still and permanently heard. Mevre bajinye banyor nele dajorje rovene namale badaden yung ame barasho senje ne bajinye banyor nele dajorje rovene namale badaden yung ame barasho. Thank you everyone. Tukjeche. Tashi
Thank you,
Dalai.
Kempola.
Thank you, Kampo.
Thank you so much, Kampola.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, retreatants. Thank you,
Chile
retreat.
Popular.
Smoke offering.
Have a great day.
Have a beautiful day, everyone.
Thank you.
Everyone. Good evening. Good night. Good morning, Jenna. Yes, yeah. Good morning.
Gracias.
I think already 1 a.m.
Thank you, Campo, and everyone. Lots of love.
Shasha.
Go to the next stop.
Happy retreat, everybody.